nobody can figure out what the Cowboys are doing. Jason Garrett's been there. He has not been a disaster, by the way. He's won the division 3 times. It's like 20 games over 500, 13, 14 years with the Cowboys. Jerry loves him. Somebody in Garrett's family is running the scouting department for the Cowboys. He's part of the family. Jerry keeps interviewing him because he doesn't want to fire him, and he wants to find a place in the organization for him, and Cowboy fans are freaking out about Jason Garrett. Here's the reality with the Cowboy situation. I don't think this can even be argued. To validate Dak Prescott's contract, which is going to be $35 million a year more, you have got to find somebody who elevates Dak Prescott. A good quarterback, but not a special quarterback talent. That's the game now. Garrett's not doing it. He maybe did it initially, but he's not doing it. And there's only 2 choices, Urban Meyer and Lincoln Riley. I'm told Urban Meyer would take the job despite always being viewed as a college coach. He's a great leader, remarkable eye for personnel, and he's made every quarterback he's ever had better. Tebow got drafted because of Urban Meyer. All right, the other one is Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma. And there's a lot of people saying that's not going to happen. Lincoln Riley loves Oklahoma. There is something happening in the Big 12 that is a talking point among coaches. The Big 12, in order to win the Big 12, you have to be fast. It's not a size league. It's a speed league. It's spread offense. So the players you recruit to Oklahoma to beat the Big 12 do not work when you get to the playoff and have to face the size and strength of Clemson or LSU or Alabama or Auburn or Ohio State. Lincoln Riley's 33-3 against everybody else. In the playoff, he's 0-3, and it's not close. They don't even look like LSU. They don't even look like Alabama. They don't even look like Clemson. And you're not going to turn that around. Is Lincoln Riley saying, it's the reality. Culturally, this is the reality of my conference now. I've got to hire speed guys to win my conference, but then when we get to the Clemsons and the SEC, that conference is about strength because it's so physical. Because in the footprint of the SEC, you just have more great big bodies that'll play in the NFL. And I think Lincoln Riley would strongly consider taking the Cowboys job. I think these are the only 2 choices you can make. And this is a talking point among Big 12 coaches. What wins our league does not compete at the next level. And I think Lincoln Riley's really smart. Now, he's young, and he's going to get multiple offers. But the Cowboys are different. Urban Meyer sat on this couch, and he said, I never really had an interest in the NFL. But if the Dallas Cowboy calls, you take the call. And I think that's the reality with this job. Is Jerry Jones stalling? Many people suspect Jerry's stalling because he's trying to find a place for Jason Garrett. It should be noted that Bruce Feldman, a very good college football reporter, said this morning the Cleveland Browns, on a tweet, are very interested in Urban Meyer. Well, of course they are. They should be. But this tells you there is now, Urban's name is surfacing for multiple, not college, NFL jobs. We've seen him at NFL stadiums. Urban Meyer is about to move, potentially, if he does leave Fox and television. My gut is the Cowboys are the destination. Only 2 ways. If you're going to pay Dak $38 million, 2 guys have a history of quarterbacks that play like Dak. Urban elevates all of them, and so far, Lincoln Riley's elevated 2 to 3 of them. Those are your guys. All right, let me shift to this. So I'm perusing the NFL final regular season standings. And I noticed something, is that you can lie in the NFL about almost everything. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to me, the media. You can lie to your staff. You can lie. There are 2 exceptions. So in 7 of the 8 divisions, the best quarterback head coaching combo won the division. There's only one exception, and it's not really an exception. It's Kyle Shanahan and Garoppolo. And, you can make an argument that they're as good offensively or better than Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. I mean, you can make that argument. So let's just say I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I could make the argument 8 out of 8, best head coach quarterback combo wins the division. But I'll say 7 of 8. So what does that now, you can get the coach right and not the quarterback. Steelers had an injury. Chicago, Indianapolis. The coach is right. We don't have the right quarterback. You can get the quarterback right. Matt Ryan in Atlanta. I think Dak Prescott's won divisions, Dak Prescott in Dallas, but you don't have the coach right. Dan Quinn's not good enough to get past Sean Payton. Jason Garrett's good, but boy, he's not Doug Peterson. You got to get both right. The rest of this stuff is commentary. It's like a buddy of mine says about the Bible. Treat others like you'd like to be treated. The rest is commentary. Everything else is just treat people like you'd like to be treated. In the NFL, you can lie to me. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to your staff. You can lie about everything except two things. Head coach and quarterback. Don't get them right. Aren't honest, you're done. Chicago announced a couple days ago, we're sticking with Trubisky. Oh, that's cute. But you're not being honest with yourself. By the way, Tennessee was honest with themselves this year. Marcus Mariota, I know we picked him way up there. They went to Tannehill. Oh, Tennessee made the playoffs. Tampa Bay drafted Jameis Winston. They're not honest with themselves. We're going to give him one more year. For years and years, the Giants weren't honest with themselves with Eli Manning. The Chargers, I believe, are being honest with themselves about Phillip Rivers. By the way, Lamar Jackson's going to win the MVP. He did not start until week 11. And the Ravens said, Joe Flacco is just not good enough. Joe Flacco had won a Super Bowl. Joe Flacco was an MVP. He's like statue-worthy in Baltimore. But John Harbaugh and the ownership and the front office were honest about Joe Flacco. They're now favored to win the Super Bowl. Kansas City was making the playoffs with Alex Smith. They were making the playoffs. They were winning 9-10 games a year, hosting playoff games. And then Andy Reid had to sit down with his front office, and they were honest about Alex Smith. Now they have Patrick Mahomes, who was last year's MVP. You can lie to me and your fans. You can lie to yourself. It's almost like life. You can lie to everybody, but lie to your wife or lie to your boss, divorce or fired is coming up. You can lie to everybody else. You can lie to your kids. Oh, yeah, there's Santa. Oh, yeah, I never smoked pot in college. Can't lie to your wife. Can't lie to your boss. Both are firing you. And in the NFL, Chicago, you can keep convincing yourself, but deep down you know the truth. You know the truth. In a division with Aaron Rodgers twice a year, not winning it anymore with Mitch Trubisky. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.